Hey guys, excited to be talking about reopening. I am again at the mercy of our local health and government authorities, but again, I'm excited to be talking about it. Right now, it looks like the 30th is the date, but whether they extend that, I don't know. I'm at the mercy of Governor Sisolak and our local authorities. That being said, though, I'm definitely not one to be reactive or wait till the last minute. So I've been, thinking, watching, observing. I've kind of been watching a few of these top leaders and gym owners overseas and on the East Coast, and as they slowly open up, and kind of some of the strategy that they're implementing as they reopen. Um, so I think they have some really good ideas. I want to use some of their ideas as we reopen. So, and again, guys, none of this is like in stone, or is not definite. Again, because what our local government say, our industry might have to abide by, or our guidelines for opening the gym is going to look different than the casinos. So give or take certain things, and not only that, but I'm also open to ideas or questions about anything. So for the most part, though, these are my main ideas of how we're going to reopen. And if you guys have questions about it, or maybe a suggestion, I'm all ears. So uh, that being said, reopening, obviously, those of us that are coming back, because not all of us are going to be on board with coming back to the gym. Totally understand. It is a risk coming, all of us, reopening slowly, however they want us to do it. There is the chance that someone may be asymptomatic and pass it on, and all that stuff. So we are taking a risk reopening. So I get it. But those that are coming, I'm going to ask, if you borrowed equipment, to go ahead and bring it back. I'll set up a time where we bring that equipment in, just like I did when I lent the equipment out to everybody. We'll just do it, in windows, so that we're not all congregating. Just every whatever 15 minutes one day, or as long as they give us the date to reopen, we can plan ahead on a time for so and so to drop their equipment off. That'll allow myself to bring the equipment in, clean it out, or clean it on the large back door, get it all disinfected, and then we bring it in, and we'll just do that, right? Again, for those that are going to be coming back or plan on coming back when we reopen. If you're someone that's not comfortable coming back to the gym, totally fine. Go ahead and keep the equipment that you have, and let's just keep using that, because I plan on offering a couple things, guys. So I plan on a reopening when that happens. We'll be doing classes again. Nothing will be as Nothing's gonna be business as usual, obviously. So, but in a physical brick and mortar location, we will be running classes. I'll get to scheduling and all that here in a second, but we'll keep the Zoom online classes. There'll be a coach still coaching them. Again, for those that aren't comfortable coming back quite yet, okay? And then the other option that I would like to offer is, throughout the day of on site, something that will be a lot less um, occupied. So, what I mean by that is, let's say one of the guidelines is 10 people in a building for our location. So that allows a coach and then 9 members. If you're not comfortable being around that many of your fellow peers, I'd like to take, maybe 2 classes out of the day. That's no more than 3 to 5. So then obviously you guys have been in the facility before. That would allow for plenty of room, ample room, if that is kind of like a way to segue back into the gym. Okay. Um, Going back to the schedule. Okay, so those were three of the options I'd like to keep offering everybody. But back to scheduling. Um, I'm going to put in 30-minute windows in between each class, just to help kind of alleviate crowding. Just in between classes, running back-to-back classes. Sometimes there's big groups intermixing, so kind of help with that. And then not only that, but the really important piece to that is the cleaning. I really plan on a lot of cleaning, intense cleaning. So the 30 minutes would allow not just you guys, but myself or the other coaches to get things wiped up, get things situated. And that leads me to the next thing is 30-minute windows, but signing into classes. So everyone must sign into a class. This will allow myself or the other coaches to set class up so that we don't all have to go to the dumbbell rack. We don't all have to go to the bumper plates. The programming will be programmed specifically to allow this to happen. Okay, so it's going to be, again, not business as usual, but it will allow us to slowly come back, guys. So we need to be patient. We need to be mindful. If you want to come and play on the new awesome rig, we just got to take these precautions. And again, some of this may change. I'm just kind of going off of some of the practices that I've kind of seen already happen. I think that will be really good for us to implement, but it may change. So signing into class, just like we still have in Wodify, it'll still be there for everyone to use. It'll be, again, an example I'm using is 9 members. You're going to get a window, 24 hours to sign into a class. You sign in. And then they're 30-minute windows. And then, like I said, we will have just things situated for everybody prior to you coming in, and that's why it's going to be important for everybody to sign into class. If there's going to be a squat that day, I would like to have a bar. I'd like to have, estimate of weight for if I'm going to program 60%, 5 sets of 3. For myself, I'll have it set up, and those will be your weights. Maybe I put in a couple extra bumper plates there for you just in case. And again, if you're not, some days we don't hit our percentages, so you might not use all your weight. Or maybe, maybe it's just going to be a dumbbell and an ab mat. I'll have your dumbbell and your ab mat set up. We'll have 6 feet of space in between. So again, guys, just trying to give you guys an idea of what the expectation is going to be. Again, I might not hit it right on the head, but I see a lot of this already happening. And then the little intricacies per local governments and health authorities and that stuff. So just be prepared. So we're going to be signing in a class. There'll be 30-minute buffers in between classes. This will allow for, if we go with our current schedule, 5, then the next class is going to be 6:30, and then that'll run to 7:30, and then the next class is 8, and then that'll run till 9, and then a buffer, right? So the next one starts at 9:30. I'm going to throw in, like I said, possibly and things can change. Okay, I'm gonna kind of roll this in a phase. First phase is going to be 4 weeks, and as if things get better for us in Reno, then I think the guidelines are going to change, right? And then so ours, the way we operate, is going to change a little bit, and maybe it loosens up a little bit. So, but that being said, I may throw in a extra class in the afternoon to make up for that 30 minutes that we're losing. So we may in the afternoon have to go 3 to 4, then 4:30, 5:30, then 6 to 7. So the classes will change a little bit, and then like I said, maybe I'm going to pick one or two of those classes to make it like a 3 to 5 member class. So classes, the other thing is, let's see, circulation, the way we move about the gym. I'm not 100% if we're going to have to wear a mask again. I don't know if that's a thing. It could be. You may have to work out with a mask. I don't know. We may have to take temperatures. I don't know that yet. If we have to, I will make sure that masks are provided, and then I have thermometers for that to happen. I plan on still having all our wipes, our sprays, soaps, all of that stuff will be supplied, guys, on site. If masks happen to be something that we have to do, obviously you're welcome to wear your own masks. Let's see, I'm just checking my list here, guys. It's a lot of stuff. That being said, as we get closer to a date that's announced for reopening, I will make sure that it's written out, it's detailed. I'm a talker. I'd rather talk about it, but if you guys need to see it or would like to see it, I will definitely type this thing up. And again, it's not set in stone yet, so I want to, once it is defined clearly what those guidelines are and how I plan on us implementing those, I will definitely have this written up for you guys. I think we were good prior to opening on cleaning. Again, 30-minute windows will allow myself, you guys, to make sure we put everything back, everything's wiped up and clean. I'm going to be pretty much a coach slash janitor. Not that I wasn't already, but it will be intense cleaning on a daily basis. But I'm up for the challenge as long as that means you guys have the option of coming in, okay? And so are the coaches. Let's see here. I think that's a lot of it, guys. Obviously, if, like I mentioned in the very beginning, is we run the risk of possibly being infected, somebody getting it, right? If something happens where somebody is infected and it's within our gym, our walls, our community, there's a chance that I close it down. Probably a really good chance that we close down, and then figuring out, who's in contact with that person, getting tested, getting in touch with local authorities on, what's the next best step from there, and then again closing the facility down, thorough sanitation and disinfecting of the whole facility, guys. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, guys. If you guys have any thoughts, concerns, questions, please reach out. Again, I know that there's those of us that may not be excited about coming back or nervous or scared about coming in. I totally get it. But I have those options that I mentioned earlier for you guys. So that's what I'm thinking. Again, I'm excited about the conversation, but I understand, if you're not quite ready, I got things in place for you guys. I just wanted you to know that I have been thinking about it. I'm not just kicking back and just going to wait or be reactive to the situation. I've definitely been watching and listening and, observing businesses around the world, at least in this industry. And so this is kind of what I have planned for us. Again, reach out. Let's have a good rest of the day, and hope to hear and talk to you guys soon.